Hello everyone, I'm Niharika Mehra. Welcome to the English Workbook. I teach English for bank exams on Unacademy, and here on this channel I give lessons related to English grammar and how you can do better in your spoken English, etc. Make sure if you are here for the first time to like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Also hit the bell icon. In this video today, I will tell what are the things which you are not supposed to be doing while learning grammar. Before that, couple of updates for those who are not aware of. So I take daily free classes on the platform of Unacademy. I teach English for bank exams there specifically. So for SBI Clerk series, free classes are going on daily at 6 p.m. For the purpose of enrollment, I'll be putting link in description box of my profile. On my profile, go to special class section and there you can enroll in the respective class. If a code is asked to unlock, here is the code. You can see NJM10. Use this code to unlock all free content on Unacademy. Secondly, there are many batches which are starting from 12th, and batches are on Unacademy Plus. So once you take subscription, after that you can enroll in as many batches and courses as you want. I teach prelims level English at 1 p.m. to 2:30, and 3 p.m. we have mains level English classes. So yes, that's about my schedule. But when you subscribe, you get complete package. You cover all the subjects, you cover mock tests, and you get prelims level, mains level study material, live classes, recorded classes. So your whole preparation is done just at one point. Okay, that also at a safe place. You can learn from your home. We have to make sure to take all the precautions in such a condition that we are in the present time. So yes, I would recommend go ahead with subscription. In fact, if you go for 12 months, you will get 2 extra months, and if you go for 24 months, you will be getting 4 extra months. Use this code when you are subscribing. This will give you maximum discount. Other details are there in the description box below. Let's start now. I was wondering that many students, when they come up with this question, that we know grammar or we have done grammar, but still the questions which are based on grammar, we are unable to do them correctly. I thought about it and I came to this conclusion that maybe the way you are doing grammar is not the right way to do it. Maybe you are treating it as a table of 30, or maybe you are treating it as you usually do some current affair facts and information. You learn them, you cram them, and then there are certain other things. So here are 3 don'ts. I'll quickly take you in that portion which is very important for you to hear carefully. Make sure you listen to it with full focus. Number 1, do not mug up the rules. As I was saying earlier, this is not your maths formula. Also, this is not stats or current affairs, something like that, which you can just repeat 10 times, 20 times, and there you go. Now you have learned that thing. It is not like that. There are certain rules and there are certain guidelines in English grammar. You should know the rule. You should understand the rule. You should know, for example, that after have, if there is a main verb, you have to use it in verb third form, that is past participle. But you cannot mug them, because you see, if I have a list of 100 rules and I start mugging them all up one by one, I will be left with no context. Just the structure is something that I can learn. I'll again help you with a demonstration. Now, many a time we use the word have as the main verb. For example, I have some time. I have money. I have knowledge. They have experience. In these sentences, which I just mentioned, anywhere I have not used verb in its third form. So if you have mugged up the rule that there is always V3 verb third form after have, you will get confused when you see there is no verb. So try and understand it. Try to see how that rule is behaving in a certain context, in a certain condition. But stop mugging up the rules. That's absolutely the wrong way to do it. You should be doing topics of parts of speech. You should be doing tenses. You should be, of course, doing some miscellaneous rules like of conditionals, etc., for your exam purpose. But stop learning them just like you do with your other subjects. Okay. Now, here is the second don't. That is, don't treat all rules equally. There are some flexibilities we get in grammar. For example, we are very sure if a sentence is in simple present tense and the subject is third person and the sentence is in active voice. In that case, if the third person subject is singular, he sees, he goes, he takes. So I will have to use S along with take. He takes. I cannot say he taker. So this is something which is a rigid rule of grammar. If the sentence is in active, simple present tense and the subject is third person singular. But then we do get some flexibilities. Like when using a modal verb, I can say you must respect your elders. I can say you ought to respect your elders. I can even say you should respect your elders. There is only difference of tone. In written English, all three sentences are correct. It's not like I have to use should only or must only. So there are some rigidities. There are some flexibilities as well. If you are going to treat all rules equally, you will get confused. Just because you saw one example that the sentence says, I should respect my elders, doesn't mean you cannot use must there. So you will have to go in depth of learning grammar. Don't just make this decision or just have this thing in your mind that it has to be used this way only. I can only use should. Apart from should, all other words are wrong. It doesn't work that way. You have to understand the sentence, the scenario, the context, and then you have to understand some rigid rules and some flexibilities. You have to make sure that you understand the difference whenever you are completing a grammar course. Next, we have don't number 3, that is skipping the basic understanding. We all love shortcuts. We want to save time. We want to have a smart play sometimes. But when it comes to again learning grammar, it's a language, and grammar is like soul of English language. You cannot work without grammar. Anyways, you have to solve questions, or you have to write an essay, or you have to just improve your English. Your grammar should be up to a level. I'm not saying be very extremist when it is about grammar, but at least for your exam purposes and all, you must know grammar properly. And the way to do it is not by following shortcuts. Short rules are for those people who have already completed grammar once properly and now they just want to keep revising. So for them, 100 shortcut rules, etc., these topics they work out. But only for them. If they have little bit idea, if they already have little bit idea of English grammar. But for all of you who are beginners, for all of you who already are at a place where you want to start from step 1, in that case, please complete the basic understanding. For example, again, if you are learning some rules of noun, you must know what is the function of noun. If you want to do tenses, if you want to understand what is the difference in present continuous versus present perfect, when to use present perfect and not to use simple present tense, etc. Before understanding tenses, you must know what is noun, because from noun we get subject. You should understand pronoun. Before doing tenses, you must know forms of, that is conjugation of verbs, and you should also understand when and where a particular tense is used. After doing all these, you can go ahead and do the structure, learn the structure of particular tense. If you want to do adjectives, first you have to understand noun, because adjectives qualify nouns. So there is a way to do it. You cannot directly jump to some shortcut rules and think that now I know grammar, because you won't be able to apply it. That's the truth. We need to learn to use grammar in a proper way, not just to have 100 200 rules in a mind. That is not a purpose. You should also be making sure that you know the function of all the parts of speech. You should know the function of conditionals, tenses, active voice, passive voice. So learn from the scratch. Stop skipping it and running after shortcut rules. But yes, if you have already done grammar course 1 or 2 times, then you can go ahead just for brushing up that thing which you have learned earlier. Then it is good. So these were the things which I wanted to share with all of you. These are the don'ts. Surely, I believe that you people will be following these things and not doing it. Also, I have explained some do's along with explaining don'ts. So please do the things which I have asked you or I expect you to do. Okay, these things will surely help you in improving your learning pattern whenever you are doing grammar. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the description box for more details.